Hello YouTube family, welcome back to Shuffle the Ruffle Cooking, aka STR. My name is Sharon. Today we're making Belizean Poda Buns. In Belize they would say Poda Bun. This was the first thing that I cooked. When I first came to America, I was about 18 and I lived with my aunt. And she said, "Gal, I need you to go help me make the Poda Bun." And I was like, "Huh? Poda Bun? I don't cook. I never cooked. When I was at home in Belize, I never did the kitchen. I was never in the kitchen." Anyway, I finally learned how to make the Poda Bun, and this is my version of it. Our recipe for today is going to be flour, brown sugar, baking powder, cinnamon, nutmeg, eggs, butter, raisin, milk, and vanilla. And my recipe is always in the description box below. I forgot to mention Crisco. We're gonna need a little bit of Crisco. Okay, here I have 4 cups of flour. I don't sieve the flour. Some people do, I don't. Half cups of brown sugar. I'm gonna put in all the dry ingredients first. Baking powder, 4 tablespoons. Make sure you don't overfill the spoon. And use a measuring spoon, because sometimes people use the teaspoon and just heap it. No, we gotta get exact measurements. That's 4. Cinnamon. I like cinnamon, so kind of go crazy with the cinnamon. Two teaspoons of cinnamon. And a little bit of nutmeg. This is optional. You don't have to put it in. Most people don't like the nutmeg, but I do, so a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay? And in this, my hands are clean. Get in there and just mix everything around. Poda Bun is a sweet bread. They use it any time of the day. Breakfast mostly. They use it. I remember when I was younger, we used to have Poda Bun and ideal for lunch, because my mom didn't cook lunch on Fridays. Why? I don't know, but you know Fridays is Poda Bun and ideal. Anybody remember ideal? Let me know in the description box below. You have 1 stick of butter. Make sure the butter is room temperature. And with the Crisco, some people use it, some people don't. The way I was taught, my aunt, she put in 1 tablespoon of Crisco. Exactly why she used the Crisco and the butter, I'm not sure, but that's what she did, so that's what I'm using. I have my 2 eggs beaten. Put that in. And just mix everything around. The flour, you want to combine all the dry ingredients with the egg together and just roll it around in your finger and try to combine everything together like that, okay? When that's done, make a well, measure out the vanilla, 2 teaspoons vanilla. And I have a can of carnation milk. You can use pet milk, you can use the regular cow milk, but this is what I have, so that's what I'm using. I'm gonna pour out some of it because I'm not gonna use all the milk because I use the egg. And oh, I gotta add my raisins. I use raisins in mine. Some people don't use raisins. My recipe, I use raisins. Mix the milk and vanilla together. That's about half of the can. But I'm doing that because I don't want my ingredients to be too wet. This dough is not too dry and it's not too wet. I don't know if you, let me mix in the raisins. I actually needed a bigger bowl, but I wanted a clear bowl so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Add the milk and just mix it up. I might use all the milk, I might not. In Belize, Poda Bun, they use it a lot, especially when they're traveling. This is their go-to for a lot of people. Poda Bun is easy to travel and it lasts a long time. Some people eat it with cheese, some people cut it open and put jelly. I eat it, it just depends on how I feel. Some people just have it with tea and or coffee. Okay, I think my bowl is a little too small for my liking, so I might soon spread this out on the counter. You don't really want to knead it, you just want to combine the dough. Alright, I gotta do this because I gotta get all of it. So when you're doing it, make sure you get a larger bowl than the one I'm using. Back in here. So now here we go. It's a little wet, but that's okay. Okay, here we go. It's all combined and it's not too stiff and it's not too soft. What you need next is a little bit of flour. What I do is flour my hand and roll it out. Let me get the pan. I have 2 lightly greased baking sheets. The milk, I have about, maybe this is 12 ounces. I've used about maybe 9 to 10 ounces because I still have quite a little bit in here, maybe like little less than a 1/4 cup. So I didn't use all the milk. So what you want to do is pour half and then get a feel of the dough and continue that way. So I take a little bit of flour, pick up a little bit. You don't want to use a scoop or no, just roll it off put it in your pan. If it feels a little too sticky, just put a little bit more butter on your flour on your hands and roll it. This part I never really got the hang of it. My aunt does it so well, and hers comes out so good. But mine, and what I do one on each end of the pan. Put a little bit more butter on my hand. That way the dough don't stick to your hand. That way you get an even space. So I'm gonna continue roll this off, and then I'll come back and show you how it looks when I'm finished. Thank you. Okay, here we have it. It's all rolled out. Now we're gonna place it in a preheated oven, 350 degrees, for 30 to 35 minutes. And I'll check it in about 20 minutes, and I'll come back to you. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Gotta take these out. It's hot. Look good. We're looking good. Gotta put them in a rack so they can cool, and then place them in a container, because you don't want it to have them sitting out for too long, because it's gonna get hard. See, and the bottom is nice and brown. We got 18 out of that. So here you have it, guys. Belizean Poda Bun. And it's hot, but I'm gonna break one that you see. So the inside is, you can see the raisins, it's nice and brown, and it has that coffee outside. Perfect. All we gotta do now is, you can cut it, put butter on there, and when it's cool, you can put peanut butter. Some people put jelly. I love it with a sliver of cheese. Belizean Poda Bun. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.